Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. So this is part 2 or another sequel of another video that I just recently uploaded before this one. It's mostly how will they ask you out on a date, and this is more, or how are they gonna court you, on another video. Same decks, if you're gonna realize. If you kind of watch this, it's definitely 6 piles, you can see them. And this question here in the video overall is focused on how the date or the courtship is. So you guys are officially going to somewhere, okay? So the courtship, or the first time you're going on a romantic dinner, or it's like you went with them, or kind of like it's more romance or more joy and happiness and laughter kind of vibration, so arguing and all that kind of stuff. But this one, it's more like two people are willingly going somewhere because they genuinely like each other. So we're going there, okay? So you guys are serious about each other, and this is how the first date will go, okay? So you don't really know that much, but you kind of like do fancy each other, or you kind of like getting to learn each other through the dates. And we're just gonna say how the first date or the important date will go. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the same oracles. I shuffled them well. The decks, we will shuffle them live with you. So I'm gonna be using my Night Sun, what am I saying? Not my Night Sun, my animal, spirit animal deck, my Prism Oracle, the Amor and Psyche, my Sacred Activation, Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle cards, and my archetypes. I will use the letters. It could be important, as it doesn't need to, and some clarifiers, plus 2 dice. It could be numbers that are important to you, or it could be numbers for you to kind of like watch piles, be it on my channel or on other tarot readers' channel, that will give you some kind of insight that you're seeking. Okay, so if you're kind of drawn to follow the game, this is more like a game. It's like a playing activity. It's like on my channel you can choose a video, and let's say kind of like the dices were like number 3 and number 1, you can choose 3 and 1 and kind of see if it's gonna resonate. If not, it's just like to pass the time. Okay, so if you don't really want to do it, you don't need to. And if it's not the numbers of the videos you wish to kind of go, it's more like a number that has a meaning, so you can go to numerology and see what it could have a meaning connected to you. Find the meaning in the number, perhaps. Okay? Or what the number means for you. You can channel the energy internally too. You don't need to seek elsewhere. Okay? So you have 6 piles. So pile 1 is the Wild Unknown. Pile 2 is the Vice Versa Tarot. Pile 3 is the Dancing in the Dark. Pile 4 is Sexual Magic. Pile 5 is Fountain Tarot. And pile 6 is Golden Universal. If you had chosen the same pile, the same deck in another video, you can still choose the same deck in this video too, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will resonate. Okay, it could be the same. Okay, I'm drawn to say it will be the same, so choose the same one you've chosen. But if your intuition is drawn in a different tarot deck here at this time, follow your intuition. Okay, so it's overall we're gonna focus on how the date will be like. Okay, how will the date be like, and the archetype is overall the type of energy connected to the date. Okay, so I'll see you in your piles, and Buddha's gonna be here with me, okay, kind of like blessing the reading. I don't know why I'm using Buddha today, so I'm called to do it. So it's my little figurine, divine figurine. Gives me happiness when I need it. Looking at it makes me laugh. Okay, so it's and when I kind of rub its belly, I feel like I'm fortunate. So I'm lucky. It's my lucky day every day. That way. And if you want, I have also the kissing energy here. So we're kind of like really manifesting that you kind of are gonna have this type of date, and this date is full of happiness, or at least you're happy when you're with them. They're like a little inner happiness energy. Okay, so that's how we're going. So pile one, whoever chose Wild Unknown Tarot, let's see how the date is gonna evolve, the first date or the courtship. Okay, it could be that I didn't ask you on a date, but we're seriously courting each other. Okay, you're being courted here for some of you. We'll just keep this on me for now so that I'll not be distracted necessarily. How will the first date be like? So, my energy, your person. Oh my god, this tiger energy. Okay, so I'm a bit fired up. Okay, I'm fierce and like sexually alive, perhaps. Your vibe here. So you have passion. Okay, so it's a very like exciting energy with pain. Okay, so you feel sore, perhaps, this one. There's a soreness, or it kind of really worked your bodies out, perhaps, the last night. And you're going out on a date, perhaps, this one. And the language is the charm of simplicity and sweet surrender. So, you guys are just acting like enjoying each other's presence. And, you know, we're all there. And healing. So, this one... for some of you, I'm channeling a bat. Okay, so this one, it's not really dating outside. It's more like taking a bath together overall, and your person is still hot for you a bit, turned on a bit like that, and overall it's the best. Yeah, it's a bath. It's a bathing situation, guys. Okay, it's that kind of situation, this one. I can't go a different way. Healing there, it's this one, it's like you guys already slept together. Okay, I can't go a different way. Choose another pile one. This one, it's you slept with each other, and there's a bed that's prepared, and your person's gonna make sure that it's like they're gonna make sure that you're healing, at least, so that I can go at it again, perhaps. Okay, or I'm kind of like just chilling with you. Okay, like I'm just chilling with you in the same bed, sexy like that. Okay, but you feel pain. Okay, or whoever is there, there's the hand that is like tied a bit. So if I'm going the same energy, so let us start. Like, what's going on during the date with your person? So you have Jerry curl, doesn't need to resonate. You have brown eyes and crimp waves. October, French wave, silky straight, January, loose wave, and water wave. Okay, so you have those kind of hairstyles. Numbers that could be important to you. You have number 1 and number 4. Okay, so 1 and 4. Letters, I have Orlando Bloom, or Orlando is the name. You have ATL, GA, so Atlanta, Georgia. So her name could be Georgia, or Atlanta, or George. Okay, or Atlantis. Could be that way. You have Washington Dolls International, Washington DC. So my name could be Washington. IAD, DC, okay? And then you have MCOFL. So Marco, Marcus, Flor, Florina, Flor, okay? Orlando, Florida, okay? So that way. So you had those. What else am I missing? Nothing. We're gonna start. So what's the main thing? The 4 of, like, this energy here is that there's pain that we need to kind of cleanse, okay? Overall, it's that kind of vibration. And the challenge here with the 2 of, like, be gentle with you overall, but I can't seem to tame myself. That's the thing. Tiger is a gentle animal, okay? It's very gentle and soft and such a beautiful animal, but then again, it has its own moods and it has its own, fierceness, okay? When it comes to desire and, I don't want to say lust, but lust might be here, okay? So the reason why is that way is the Emperor. So, I'm taking care of you here, this one, okay? I'm taking care of your body. I'm trying, like, not to give you pain again. The Ace of Pentacles. In the middle section, you have the 6 of Swords energy. And you have the Son of Pentacles, which came again with the Son of Wands. So this one is overall just chilling in the same bathtub or like in the same situation. But then again, I'm trying to kind of heal you and, you know, like, show you that I'm not just the type of person that will cause you pain. Basically, why I'm showing that is because I want to be responsible for you and, you know, like, take responsibility here. With my challenge being, with the 2 of Pentacles, with the butterflies, to be more gentle and, you know, like, show you my gentle side, which could be a bit difficult to be seen right now. But with the initial energy with Ace of Pentacles, it's more like I still want to go at it, but I'm not. Or how the dating, it's not dating, this one. This one, it's like, you guys, like, you skip the dating process, this one. That's the vibe here. We skipped the dating process. We are together and it's happening and, we don't know what happened, but it happened. That kind, okay? So, really, that kind. Might have drank the night away and it's like, we did certain stuff, but we're stuck together. There's that element. It's more like we argued the night before and they pissed you off a bit, but then again, it was fun afterwards. So it's that way, okay? So with the 6 of Swords, it's more like how your person is acting here, okay? Your person is trying to kind of show you their soft spot, okay? Their soft spot or their soft sides, okay? That I can allow you to chill. I can allow you your space to heal, okay? And I can help you heal that way. So I don't want to seem like the one that abused you or something of the sort, which you weren't abused. It's, you've been thoroughly loved, perhaps, okay? You've been intensely loved, okay, in its own way. Okay, I might not know my strengths, okay? It's a bit that vibe. Or I'm kind of like waking up to the fact that I was a bit rough on you last night. That way, okay? So this one, this one, okay, this pile, if you chose this one, I don't know how to go at this. You will just take and kind of like take the bits and pieces that resonate, but I have a certain story in my headspace, as if like I slept with this person and like the meeting and the whole process happened just so fast that we found each other in waking up in the morning a bit like in pain, or it's like one of us is tied up somehow and our hand or our feet, or it's like somewhere is numb, okay? It's a bit like frightening and painful to the point. it's numb. So it might have been we slept together, as it might not be the same, but for most of you overall, 80%, it did happen. And for some of you, you might feel very sexy and you might feel very loved and you feel like there's some kind of like tingling inside. You feel passionate, you feel desired, okay? Because the person makes you feel desired, okay? It's a very sexy vibe, this one. It's more like in a bed with a very sexy man or a sexy woman. That's kind of like healing my wounds, or it's like is massaging certain places that needs to be tended. Okay, so it's that kind. Okay, there's pain on your side and you feel very sexy and passion driven. Okay, it feels wanted. That's the important thing. That's how you're feeling. Okay, what's happening with the vessel, it's more like there's a showcasing of the body. Okay, but the warmth of the body. So I'm really channeling a pool or like a bath section. It's more like water in a bed and you guys are chilling there. Okay, the charm of simplicity, which is just being together, and sweet surrender of just kind of like allowing the warm water or the tender lukewarm water to kind of heal certain places. And how your person's feeling is overall, I need to kind of chill a bit here so that I can show you that I'm not just a brute, okay? Well, I want you again. I'm ready any moment. But with the Six of Swords energy, it's more like I'm trying to kind of like get myself outside of that perspective that you're naked in front of me, perhaps, that kind of vibration. And in the near future with the Son of Pentacles, it's more like, look, I'm very like taking this slow and steady, but I'm on a physical level, it's, you kind of know I very infatuated with you, this one. I'm hooked up, okay? That's the word here. So it's very sensuous, it's very explicit, it's very intimate vibration, but there's a nakedness, like the nakedness is just simple, okay? It's more like, it's like, we kind of like saw each other naked, it's okay, it's done, it's a done deal, and it's more like they like to see you naked, female or male, this one, okay? It's more, I'm checking you out from time to time, and you love it. It's kind of like you love the burning gaze I'm offering you. It's like I'm burning inside, this one. But I'm kind of like just keeping my hands to myself overall, okay? So, as a sign of respect overall. My challenge is to go very gentle on you, okay? It's that kind of situation. So this is not really a date. This is more like what's happening after the intimacy happened in a very fast manner, okay? But the person is taking responsibility, okay? At least that much. It's a very humble man or woman, okay? But this one, it's more a male's vibe. It's more like a tall Scottish man or a European man that's very connected to their roots, okay? So, that way. Very nice, but I'm burning inside. You don't understand how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. Like, you see the burning gaze, okay? Like, I have burning eyes. My eyes burn on you. It's that kind of energy, okay? It's that way. That was it, pile 1, okay? So pile 2, whoever chose vice versa, tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how the dating or the, you know, courting or the whatever it is, it's overall, how will the date go? Okay, that's the question. But if you're coming from the video, not everybody goes through a process of dating, not everybody goes through a process of courtship. Some just skip everything, okay? And some go through certain challenges to kind of, you know, finally have that date happen. So how's the first date gonna happen? What's the overall energy of the shaman? So you guys are gonna go see a fortune teller. guys are gonna go see a fortune teller. How's your person feeling? You have the fire ants. Okay. Shaman. You're gonna go see a fortune teller. That's how the date's gonna go. I don't know what. Or during the event, or there are certain activities, let's say. It could be a school activity, let's say, this one, or a university activity, or festivities. And it kind of like brought little like fun workshops or stations of like foretelling the couple's luck or blessing or that kind. Okay, I just channeled, like, let's say in Korea, if you kind of watch Korean dramas. I don't really know, but I've been to Korea myself, South Korea, and there were like activities like workshops and all that kind of stuff. I've never been to university festivities, but I've watched some Korean dramas, which I'm gonna kind of like have faith is similar to what happens in real life there. But it's more like there's festivals, and it's like community groups kind of prepare like a kissing booth, fortune teller, tarot reading, kind of cutesy play positions like that. So people kind of like fundraising is involved here. So it's like a community environment, and you guys are gonna go on date through those, or you're gonna kind of go to the club activities or this festival. You're gonna spend time. It's like it's gonna be like a date, and you're gonna go see a fortune teller. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. So, oh yeah, okay. So let me give you some letters perhaps for some of you. I'm just gonna take the first 4 here. So you have CAKOH, you have CVGOH, so you have Akron, Ohio, and you have Cincinnati, Ohio. So it could be like university life also. You have NRT, Tokyo Narita Airport, Japan, or it could also be just a simple community festivities, and there's like a fortune teller there. But you're going to a festival together, perhaps. You invited this person to a festival, or they invited you to a festival, or you kind of are spending time together during the festival, okay? And you have AUSTX, so could be letters for their name, okay? So you have CAKOH, CVGOH, NRT, AUSTX, okay? So Austin, Texas also. So I'm really channeling festivals and cool kind of community activities, which happens in those United States positions, but it's not just that. I think Narita, Japan was there also when I kind of did it. So you guys could be from Japan, okay? High school students, a bit. That kind. So we did kind of say the shaman. Fire ant is how your person's feeling. What are you? What's your mood? So you have success. So you're feeling successful. You're feeling like finally you're dating the person you like, perhaps, that kind. How's your person's flirting language? Loving yourself. So I'm still in that vibe of loving myself, although I just shuffled the cards very, very well. And what's the main romantic love? Okay, so we are in love here. We are. So both of you are in love, or the vibe of the dating is, you know, 2 crushes that are kind of finally going out together. And it's a success. It's fun. It's nice. I'm happy for you guys. Okay, so overall, how's the date going? Like the shaman is gonna say certain stuff about your relationship being like there's many obstacles, and you will need to face some kind of like loyalty testing and with the lizard. It's more like deception a bit, but then again, nothing to worry about, okay? Don't kind of like go suspicious on each other. We kind of manifested that this is the person you're gonna end up with, okay? Regardless of what a shaman says, okay? It's in your hands, remember that. And with the Knight of Wands energy, what's my challenge during the day? We're going their perspective here. You have the Ace of Wands energy. The reason why it's that way. So look, this guy or this girl definitely does fancy you a lot, okay? So it's like both of you have mutual love, okay? You feel successful that you're dating this guy, and this guy or this girl feels romantic love towards you, okay? But your person is way more excited than you are, okay? I must say that. With the far end, it's more like it's all hard work, and it's all about like fighting for the project outcome to happen. Then you have Temperance card in reverse, and Two of Cups. Okay, this is definitely Japanese vibes a bit. I don't know how in the United States it happens, but for some of you there's like this rumoring element that those who kind of do this or tie a rope around this tree are gonna have the, you know, are gonna be protected by this goddess or this deity of this place. Something of the sorts, that kind of vibe here, okay? So there might be a festival. The festival might have a night dance, so the person's gonna ask you on that night to dance with them. Well, meanwhile the fire is burning, perhaps. I'm kind of really channeling something for Japanese students, that is, okay? Now if this not really that case, okay, if we're going more university vibes or festivity, there might be a chance for both of you to dance together and to kind of like rejoice in the act of, you know, being close to each other and you know, smelling each other, getting to recognize and like discover each other as people. And in the near future with the Queen of Wands, it's more look, your person definitely is confident, or they want to kind of feel more confident that you and I are established, okay? So how your person's gonna take the date, or it's gonna happen, is that you might kind of like meet each other, but it's like you will feel it's fated, but then again your person did some kind of calculation work, okay, here. So it's more like there's a festival and I know where you are, and you have your friends, I have mine, okay? But I'm coming to kind of fetch you, and I'm making sure my friends and your friends are aware that I like you, so they're gonna leave us alone, okay? That kind of situation. And why is that way? Because I want to have this opportunity to kind of show you that I fancy you or make you like me, okay? I want you to like me more, okay? So in the initial energy, it's more I'm kind of acting very nurturing, very attentive to you, and I'm kind of like following you where you're going, or you're following me where I'm going, and we have a little distance, but until the moment comes at night where we need to dance, or I'm gonna kind of like buy you a drink and we're gonna sit in the bar section, or if there's no real bar section, it's like a place where kids hang out, or students hang out, or adults hang out, and I will buy you a cup of drink. This one, it's more drink element, and at the end it's more like I will be confident that you like me too, okay? So it could be that I will confess, but I already confessed, or I will confess while we're drinking together that I want you and I to kind of be official, or I mean we're already dating, so I'm kind of like indulging in that vibration of you and I are fated to be together, perhaps, because based on what the shaman will say, because I'm sensing the shaman will say good stuff, okay, but they're gonna say that there might be some obstacles in the way, but every relationship has those. Overall, what you need to understand is this date with this person who's serious about you is gonna be fun, Okay, it's gonna be romantic. You're gonna feel like it's successful. You're gonna feel very loved, okay, and your person's gonna feel loved. So it's mutual love here, okay? So it's that kind of date. You guys are gonna talk together, and you're gonna have those you're gonna get to know each other slowly, but you're giving each other the time, and you're not shying away from dating each other, okay? Or like showing everyone perhaps that you guys are a couple. It's not cute like that, okay? So it's very high school vibes for some part, and I really did channel some part, okay? I really did channel Japanese high school students, Korean high school students, but it's overall Japanese vibes, okay? Like I'm really channeling like anime scenes where, you know, there's this festival that Japanese students, high school students prepared, and it's that year festivity where everybody works together, and it's all well done. I mean, it's during that time you guys are gonna date, okay? So, or they're gonna invite you, or they're gonna confess to you, or you guys are dating, and it's gonna be official to everyone. You guys are gonna go official to in front of everyone, okay? So that way, and it's gonna be romantic. You might kiss, but I don't sense that you might kiss. It's too early for this vibe, okay? For some, if you're adults, you will kiss, okay? Because I'm looking at this and it's kissing energy, okay? Might be the first kiss for some of you, okay? So that was it, pile 2. Now pile 3, whoever chose Dancing in the Dark, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So this is a sequel, or it's like another part of another video I had. The other video was mostly how will you be asked out on a date, or how will you be courted by your serious suitor, okay? So you might end up with, which will be your future husband, your future wife, or your partner, okay? It could be an ex, as it doesn't need to be, you will know, but you just need to go check that out. If you want to start with this one, we'll just kind of go, but I'm using the same tarot decks, okay? And what we're going to be focusing on here is more how the date is going to go, okay? Some energies did skip the dating, okay? We went like sleeping and serious from there on, okay? Some have that type of luck, okay? Some had like takes time until like kind of like have the courage to say I want to date you, get over my insecurities. Some it's more like the you kind of warm up to the person on the spot, and the person is very warm-hearted. So for some of you, love is in the air, so I wish you guys a lot of happiness and joy. And we're using Buddha here, so I'm kind of like wishing to give this energy to many people out there, okay? It's an energy I embody, or Buddha embodies, and I'm kind of like wishing to kind of give it to many people out there. Joy and happiness. Nothing is free in life, definitely, but you can be happy. Why not? You can be happy and lucky, okay? Just need to embody that so that it can come to your life, okay? That way. So before I start shuffling, I'll just give you some numbers. So this is overall like numbers you will use on my channel, okay? If you kind of have a question, and you kind of have videos, some videos, and you want to kind of like binge watch, or just kind of watch for some kind of insight or confuse yourself even more, you have number 3. Okay, pile number 3 and pile number 4. You can also use these numbers on other tarot readers' videos. That's what I'm kind of like channeling. So if you're going to another tarot reader who has 6 piles and number 5, so you have number 6 and number 5. So you have those numbers to kind of check out on that tarot reader's video channel. What names I can give you? So you have DL, Delilah. So DL, okay, Delhi, New Delhi, India. So anyone with Indian names or Indian nationality, Pakistani even, I'll go there. DEL, okay, so nationality I channeled those, but it doesn't need to be. DEL, Daniel, Edward, Laura, are here, just take it, okay? It doesn't need to be. But Devi or Delina or Dekidi, that kind could work, okay? Then you have WLG, so Wellington, New Zealand. A person's family name could be Wellington or Welton, Wellis, any type, but well could be part of the name, okay? And then you have IAHTX, so Houston, Texas. So you have those kind of codes. And we're just getting out of this out of the way, because sometimes I forget them and I get frustrated with myself that I forget them. It's too many, but we're just gonna go with that. So you have number 1, you have number 4, okay, you have a number 23, you have number 3, you have blue eyes, you have 24, you have silky straight, yellow eyes. January could be any of the dates I mentioned. You have gray eyes, you have green eyes, gray and green. So you have water wave curls, you have loose wave, you have jerry curl, you have yaki straight, deep curl, sometime in June, blue eyes again, French curl, and body wave. Okay, so that's the clarifiers. Okay, if you need them, take them. So how's the date going? Overall, the energy of the date is the stone. Like, I was gonna say there's nothing happening on the physical level, but there's so much happening inside. Okay, so, and I'll just kind of agape. So, okay, unconditional love, but then again, okay, so for some of you, it's difficult to kind of express, because both of you are very aware, perhaps, this one. Nervous, very nervous inside. So you're kind of like stagnant on a physical level. How's your person feeling? Okay, so you have Stingray. Okay, very interesting, because this and this I kind of connected together. Okay, and Stingray is a very, like, I don't want to say body positive is the word I heard, but balanced. I feel balanced. And your mood is more like this is your mood. Let's just go. And consciousness. Okay. And faith. So, like this one, it's very much internal work, perhaps. You are together on a physical level, but there's no action that way. You could be very religious people, I might be reading for. Very conservative natured. How's the love secret? So you guys are dating each other secretly, perhaps, this one. This one is that vibe overall. So you guys are dating each other in a secretive manner. It could be that vibe, as it doesn't need to be. Okay, so you have surrender and caution. Okay, this is either two ways. It's either it's a secret that you guys are dating each other. You don't want other people to know about it, but you know it inside. Okay, so you kind of get excited, but internally, and you cannot show this on a physical level. Second one, it's a more like, you guys are meeting each other, you love each other, but you haven't broken the ice, perhaps, yet. That way. It's very religious vibes I'm getting. I don't know. It's either we like each other from a distance, as if, like, let's say I'm in the church. I'm gonna go with the church because that's the one I'm kind of like really channeling. So church vibration, if we're going church vibration, we need to kind of keep the eyes like low, and Catholic church, that kind. It's like a girl needs to be innocent and faithful and clean, and the guy, or if this is same sex, I really don't know how to go at this because it could be very scandalous like that, as it doesn't need to be. Okay, so if we're going straights, we're good. If we're going homosexual, lesbians, we're good also. It's just I'm just gonna say I don't take sides here, okay? Like, I don't take sides. I'm just gonna read how it is. So let's say we're gonna go with the girl and the guy, okay? So it's a mature man, or the guy is like 5 years older than me, or the girl might be older than me perhaps, but there's this vibration that we are in the church, and it's a Sunday church day, and we are glancing at each other. It's been a while we've been looking at each other, and then like looking down, that kind of vibe. And it's a secret that it's like should not be, it's taboo to kind of you know, like be bold and say certain stuff. So it's more like it's an event that it's like they like you and you like them, but then again, perhaps it's not, it should not be mentioned perhaps, but you guys are happy together, but it's secretive, that kind. Or it's like you need to be composed when you're together. So your person is more composed when they're with you, but there's a lot of like tingling inside happening, okay? That kind. And the date could be a Sunday night morning church event. This one. I'm really channeling a church, okay? If it's not a church, it's a temple perhaps, and you guys are very religious, and if it's a mosque also could be. So there's a lot of like glancing, or there's a lot of like repression a bit, okay? On both your ends. So it could be that family knows that you guys are courting each other. You guys are courting each other. It's just how you're feeling is you need to be cautious, and that you should not allow sins to kind of take you over perhaps. And with the cautious, it's more like you need to be it could also be a Jewish arranged marriage situation, but you guys like each other, that kind, okay? So it could be many ways. So love secret. So overall, it could be that it's a secret and you guys are dating in secret, or it could be that this is an arranged situation, everybody knows about it, and it's more like it's part of the culture to be this way, okay? So you need to be cautious, of course, based on tradition, and you need to have faith that this is gonna be your husband or your wife, and you need to surrender to the love you feel inside, which is completely normal because there's a lot of love here. Unconditional love, and fact that you guys, it's very Jewish, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Very Jewish, and arranged marriage, Yiddish. Arranged marriage, I don't know. I'm really not good, but the really old traditional situation where you know, it's a done deal, but you guys like each other and you're ready to take on the fate of being married to this person, that kind. There's another one which is more scandalous, let's say, if we're kind of getting out of the traditional situation, is more that there's two people who wish to keep it a secret, so we are interested in each other, but then again, there's no place that we can have privacy, but my person is acting noble and centered and you know, full of integrity overall, okay? But you on your end, it's more like you feel like you're being watched. Perhaps the ghost means that there's somebody who's like, you know, invading your space a bit, but it's in the form of other people looking at you guys. Perhaps this one, you're feeling like people are watching you guys a bit more than necessary, which is normal. If you're wanting to keeping it a secret, or it's taboo, considered taboo in the situation, should not happen, but then again, you're wanting to do it. Okay, but then again, you don't do it because it's like you're conscious that you should not surrender, or if you're surrendering enough to kind of not cross the border kind of thing. Okay, like not the edge of whichever condition or limitations your culture imposes on you. But your person is comfortable with the way it's going. Okay, so this one is that way. Now what's the, let me shuffle first. So how's the date gonna go? How your person is feeling during the date, because I'm talking about yours, but we're kind of like asking about their perspective overall, or the perspective of the date. Okay, and there's one card missing. I knew what was missing. So you have magic. So it's definitely very beautiful energy I'm tapping into. And heart chakra, oh my god, so nice. I feel the genuine love here. Your person is in a very happy, accepting energy, okay? You don't understand to what point this person loves you, okay? It's that much. So, and you might love them equally as much, but you might be more spooked about how people are kind of like looking at you, but your person accepts you completely. A la maximum here, okay? And you're loved. You're very accepted. There's a lot of like heartbeat and telepathy connected to the heartbeat, intimacy connected to the love, that kind. Okay, so you are receptive to the love they have to offer you, and you are receptive, and they are receptive towards you also. And for some part, this person's gonna really kind of like face your parents. Okay, if the parents are not aware of it, they're gonna say it to your parents that they, regardless of age or regardless of secretive back and forth going because of the religion. I think there's a secretive nature, or people, it's not well looked if it's too bold and, you know, up to the face that I'm kind of like serious about them kind of vibe. But your person and you are very much deeply in love. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so whichever religion it is, but this one, there's a lot of religion here. Okay, so it's either you're going to a sacred temple place, a sacred mosque, a sacred church, whichever culture it is, as long as you feel safe and you belong there, you have a certain sense of identity there, just take it. Okay, so how your person is thinking, feeling during the day. So you have the Fool card in reverse with the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel very, very grounded and stable. And with the Fool, I feel foolishly happy that you're there with me, that kind. And my challenge here with the Knight of Pentacles perhaps is to kind of tell you I like you. For some of you, you might like them, but you feel like you're weird liking them. But they like you so much, this one. It's perhaps, it's a culture. It's a man who's kind of doing advances on you. But then again, you like this man. That kind, okay? So with the Hermit card, it's more like I wish to guide you through this time, because that's my, you know, that's my position here. Male. And in the initial energy with the Emperor card, it's more like I'm responsible of you during this date. And with the 5 of Swords energy on a physical level, the 9 of Pentacles on a reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, plus one more, the Six of Pentacles. So this one, the date. Okay, so you know they like you, or you don't know they like you. You do have a crush on them, but you don't understand to what point this man is in love with you, but they want to accept you in their heart space. It's that kind, okay? And you have the Chariot. So this is very serious. It's a serious suitor. Okay, it's a man who's young but in love, okay, with you. And it's part of your fate, perhaps. I have tarot, but Torah here. So as per Torah, it's very Jewish, okay? For some of you do have this culture, okay? I don't know how the culture goes, but it's very familiar to me here. It's very like that. It's that. I don't know. But it doesn't need to be just Jewish. It could be any culture that is very, very tight on religion and, you know, marriage. The girl needs to keep her purity until marriage, etc. Okay? So just know that during this date, this arranged date perhaps, you feel a bit like weird that people are watching you, and you feel like a bit shy because it's happening, but you feel extra cautious because this man seems to kind of be very silent around you, and you don't know how to behave with this man that is interested in you. So this could be arranged marriage, definitely, but there's something magical about them. So you kind of are very enchanted by them, okay? You're enchanted by their stillness, or you're enchanted by their sense of balance, okay? It's a very balanced and full on integrity man, okay? Overall, that's how they're kind of coming up, okay? So what I'm thinking during the date is that how am I gonna kind of get to know you better and to make you like wake up to the fact that I do want you as a wife, perhaps. A wife. I want to get married to you. And I'm very serious at it. But I don't know if you want me. So with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm internally thinking about what it would be like if I were to get married to you, how our children would look like, perhaps. And with the Fool card, it's more like I kind of want to take the fate here. I want to kind of like jump in this because I'm interested in you. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to guide you with my wisdom. And I'm alone. So I want a companion, okay? And what my challenge is to kind of like, from going from a Page of Pentacles, someone you might know or you might kind of like remember growing up with, perhaps like a big brother or big sister, like big brother, this one. I want to kind of like change my status from big brother to fiance or suitor who is like responsible for, I'm thinking how am I want to be responsible for you. I'm kind of like very much in masculine energy, this one, and I'm kind of wanting to show you I love you, and you know, like I wish that you could kind of sense it internally when I say it, but on a physical level I'm acting more etiquette wise and not touching you. But perhaps if you really tune into my eyes and you were to gaze a bit during the date, you'll see the love there, okay? It's not, you can't not feel it, okay? If you feel like anxious and there's butterflies in your stomach, it's how they're feeling also, but they kind of are approaching you like spirit wise, okay? Mind, body, spirit wise, okay? So it's a very nice man. Okay, if this is a man, it's a very like serious man, okay? Like been admiring for quite a long time. Love secret, perhaps it's about me, my language. I've been gazing at you for many years now. And I'm kind of like finally taking the necessary steps to kind of show you that I am interested, if you'll take me. But I'm more withdrawn a bit because it's part of our culture, perhaps, to kind of not jump on you like that. But I always wanted you as a wife, perhaps. Okay, and at the ending of the date, it's more like I kind of like, I'm gonna face you. But I did mention that I want to collaborate with you. But just be advised that deep down your person's very excited about this. It's just that they're kind of like approaching this in a more balanced way. But underneath, I feel like you enchant me. You're the woman I want to get married to. Something of the sort. Okay? I'm undone, but then again, I want to fight for you. You're dearly loved, whoever's here, okay? Like, this is the first arranged outing. Your person is acting more business-like or negotiation or like, you know, practical, but deep down underneath, he's a very, very loving towards you, okay? Like, he wants you as a wife or as their husband, but this one, it's more traditional, I'm sensing, okay? And if it's not traditional, just kind of like take it and turn it into something that could resonate in your state. So I'll just kind of like do it myself, perhaps. It's more like I've had my eyes on you for quite a long time, okay? You might not know it, but I also don't show it that much, okay? You might feel it, and we're secretly going out. But this one, it's overall, it might be a secret suitor of yours. But till the end, they act very, like, practical, okay? And you might not feel on a physical level that the amount of love this person feels for you, okay? You have heart chakra and magic. This is how I'm feeling during the date. You have agape and you have the stone. Stone means that I'm not really very like this. I'm more still, okay? Still natured and that kind, but there's a lot of love I feel in that stillness. So I'm feeling very happy when I'm kind of like asking you out on this date. I'm acting practical, of course, because I need to be the male here, or I need to be the one responsible here, as per our culture. Terror culture it is. But I'm kind of like acting more egoistic or arrogant. Overall, on the physical level, I'm acting a bit arrogant or more practical. But deep down underneath, I kind of like thinking about you being single and bear with me a moment. You being single and how that might bother me a bit, okay? Because I want you under my wing, this one. It's that kind of vibe. But your feeling overall, you should not really surrender to them, and you should just be cautious. And overall, you sense that there's extra something, but your person's loving you. It's your person's love, perhaps, that you're focused on, or you're focused on other people stalking you guys, which is completely normal. Like, if you're a very traditional family, your mother and your aunts, or your like sister and your mother, your married sister, your like brother is stalking you. It's like, what's happening, you know? Or it's a place where there is eyes, let's say like the church or a temple or a mosque, where you could meet potential life partners. So you are loved, basically, and this man definitely does wish to have something serious with you. So they're wishing to kind of get the marriage over with as soon as possible. Overall, I will relax once you're mine. Okay, so that way. So they might not show you their soft spot and all that kind of stuff before marriage, okay? But it's just look in their eyes, you'll see the love there. It's like the more you look in their eyes and the more you smile, but then again, if your culture allows you to do it, you'll see he'll become more clumsier a bit. He'll kind of like bump into certain stuff, or he'll kind of like turn and observe you more and be a bit like foolish. You can try it once you're married, perhaps, this one. It's a man who loves you a lot. Unconditionally, like that. Very nice. So that's it. Now pile 4, whoever chose tarot the sexual of magic. Oh my god, tarot of sexual magic. So let us see pile 4, how to date with this person, which you chose in the other video, which I kind of like released, entitled how are they gonna ask you out on a date? How are they gonna start courting you, kind of thing? Okay, so it's that kind of it's the second sequel, if I can say sequel, but another video connected to it, so you can kind of watch those two together. I'll give you a number. Perhaps it could be like a pile in my channel or on another tarot reader. So you have number 4 and you have number 2. Okay, so 2 and 4 are here. One second, please. I'll be back. You can fast forward, guys. So, how will the date be like? Okay, the first date, if you guys need a date, okay? Because I've kind of like had some piles where we skipped the dating process. We went really serious from the start through after the accident happened. Okay, so based on how you start dating each other, this one it's more the first date. Okay, so how's the date going to happen? I did give you numbers. I'll give you some letters also. So letters for you guys could be John. I'm kind of channeling John, but I'm not gonna take all of this. Johnny Cash also channeling. Kennedy. So you have B-W-I-M-D. So you have Baltimore, Maryland. You have A-B-E-P-A. A-B-E-P-A. You have M-O-W, so Moscow, Russian city code. And you have Seattle, Washington, C, Their name could be C also. And you have AW. So Wallace, Wilston. We have a problem. That's all. What was the name of the song? No. It's okay. Winston, we have a problem kind of song. It's a very catchy song. A few years ago. Kind of came. Have a problem, you've gotta solve them. Kind of thing. Na 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 na. It's that kind of vibe, okay? I'm not gonna like embarrass myself a bit more. So this was the kind of you know, letters slash countries slash, you know, nicknames slash places you might meet them. Kind of. Doesn't resonate, it doesn't need to, guys. Don't force it. You don't need to. Don't frustrate yourself over it. Okay. Okay, so we have amber eyes. You have yellow eyes. 27 is the date. 10 is the date. 30th is the date. You have kinky straight hair. You have a water wave. You have a deep wave. You have Jerry curls. January, July, and you have 27. Okay, so July, January 27. Those could be dates. And me. Just need to kind of like mix them a bit. So let's see how the date or the events will happen. So there's a lavender here in the middle, so doesn't smell that much, unfortunately. So you have the castle. You will visit a castle. Could be you'll visit a castle or a museum, or you'll take a lot of Instagram pictures, perhaps this one, sexy Instagram pictures, and post them on TikTok or Twitter or that kind. Okay? Really channeling that for some part. And how they're feeling authority during the dating. Okay, so we have authority with communication. I'm a bit dictatorial, I must say. Okay, a bit. And solar plexus. Okay, like the more I'm opening, it's okay, but I don't know about the energy. How is their flirtation going? So you have uninhibited and released. So you guys do have, if I'm kind of like going back to pile the other video, okay? You guys don't shy away from sex and one night stands and like wearing revealing dresses and sexy bodies and abs and surfer and all that kind of stuff, okay? This one's no shame, no shame. And flow. Okay, so how you're feeling is that you're going with my flow, which is completely, it's definitely this vibe though. It's very dirty energy, okay? It's a club, okay? You're gonna go to a club, and with the castle, it could be a castle that's like a club. I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of channeling like Ibiza places, like sexy, cool places like that, or Santorini, Athens. You're on a trip, or you're on a beach, or something of the sort, like Italy, or like cool places like that, like very sunny and can surf or something of the sort. And there's a lot of partying. Or Spain, it's like, you know, places where it's clubs and drugs and, you know, hardcore sex and all that kind of stuff. And You guys are having a date there, but overall, how I'm feeling is, okay, I get it. I'm making sure nobody comes close to you because you're mine, okay? That way. I'm being a bit aggressive with you, but then again, that's my signature of showing you that you're mine, or showing other males perhaps that you're mine, or other females you're mine, okay? This one, it could be that way. It could be a female that does this, as it could be a male. You and me could be good catches, but I'm more worried about you not being with me. Okay, like other people come and take you or touch you or kind of like sleep with you, it's unacceptable, okay? You're mine, okay? And it needs to be official. Everyone has to understand you're mine. That kind. Conception, yeah. It's like showing other people that you are mine, okay? And you know that I'm communicating that with you also. So it makes you smile, smirk a bit, okay? I could be a girl here for a girl for a guy. A guy for a girl also. Okay, so guy for a guy also. Doesn't change. It's like you guys are too hot and sexy, and there's an event, and there are people, it's like an orgy, or it's like a crazy like beach club, or like clubbing places where people just get fucked up, you know? It's that kind of situation. So that's how it is. And what else am I missing? How you're feeling and what your person's energy is. Vulture, yeah, it's like creepy as shit, okay? Like nobody should come near you. No should come near you. This is a very possessive person, okay? I'm very possessive. You're mine. This one. But that's laughing here also, okay? So it's that kind of situation. So overall, we're going on a party. You and I are dating, but the party vibe is where we're kind of like spending time together. This is what we're accustomed to, perhaps. Or orgies, okay? Like, we're rich kids, perhaps. That's not, we're rich. We're rich kids that kind of have money, or our parents have money, and we just know how to go and waste that money. And if it's not that, it's more like, no, we're rich kids here. That's why we're rich kids. Okay, this is a rich kid and you're a rich kid also, and you guys are kind of like going to some places where you just want to get fucked up a bit, okay? So, or you like that kind of stuff, okay? That's how you guys met each other, perhaps, inner circle of people that just kind of like enjoy these kind of stuff. So that's the vibe, okay? And for some, it's not all the time this, but overall, this is the vibe. You know what I'm channeling? It's like, I'm the rich kid, like, I'm the girl of a very rich family, and I'm having, like, I have certain kinds of, like, likes, okay? I have tastes in the bedroom, or it's like, I was bored, so I kind of, like, had friends, and we friends because we're just so bored. We've tried many stuff. We kind of started our own orgy community or something of the sort, and kind of like sleep with each other, because when we're lonely we just do it, okay? It's just fun like that. And it's like sometimes I just do it for the sake of doing it, and my person does it for the sake of doing it also. But we met each other, and this person started loving me and wanting to have ownership over me. But then again, it's like he knows that I slept with other people, but he wants me to sleep with him only. That kind of vibe. Or this is a girl and you're the guy here, okay? Or this is a guy for a guy or a girl for a girl. You'll know. It's a very possessive person, and they make sure that nobody touches you, okay? And how I'm feeling during the night, it's more like I'm ready to eat someone alive if I need to, okay? It's that kind. And how you're feeling is that you're just going with the flow of it. Okay, so I know why I'm doing this, and I'm like telling you to kind of like not do this to me. So whatever your name is, Anna, don't do this, or Jessica, don't do this, or like, I don't know, Jordan, don't do this, please. It's that kind of vibe. But then again, it's more like eyes that are fired up a bit. I'm always taking pictures with you, and I'm kind of like posting it on my Instagram kind of thing, and that kind. Steven, Simon, I don't know, like Pietro, don't do this, or Anastasia, don't do this. That kind of energy, this one. Okay? And I like to show, it's like I will be dirty with you on me. Okay? Yeah, I'm the female on the guy, you're the guy. Or you're the girl on, like, I'm the guy and you're the, like, I don't know how to say it. It's like I'm gonna make you put, like, I'm gonna do dirty stuff, but I'm gonna show people. So whenever we're doing it even, I'm making sure everybody sees that you're mine, okay? And I'm not eager to share you with them. It's that kind of flow. So what's the vibe? Attachment, okay? So overall, how I'm feeling is that I want to make sure you're attached to me, okay? Like, oh my god, this one, you guys know each other. This one's either you grew up together, you're from the same like social circle. This one, you could be rich as shit as you don't need to be, okay? It's just that you have a certain like taste that you seek for. But this one, I'm really channeling like any country club people. It's like you like adrenaline stuff, or it's like you like to go to orgies, or you like parties and you like drinking and you like that kind of vibe, okay? It's party all the time, every weekend there's a place you go, that kind, okay? That kind. And the reason why I'm feeling this way is because you have the judgment. I'm kind of like, I want you to be mine. That's fun. And squeezing is the 10 of swords. So look, like, I'm a bit insecure because I don't want you to sleep with anyone else, okay? Like, I don't want you to, like, I don't know what this guy's worry is, and if I should worry this much, or this girl's worry is if I should worry this much. But I'm really worried, you don't understand. Like, I don't want anyone to look at you. I don't want anyone to touch you. I don't want anyone to kind of like even attempt to seduce you, okay? Because I'm afraid you might accept them. That's the thing here. So I'm a bit like, I'm like torturing other people. It's like I'm convinced that you are wanted by other males or other females, whichever orientation you are, and I should kind of keep you always close to me, and I should kind of like be authoritative with you. That kind of it. Or I'm feeling like I just want to be possessive over you. I'm communicating with you why I'm kind of like being this way. And I'm kind of like recognizing myself acting this way also. I'm doing this knowingly, okay? That kind, okay? So you have the Hierophant in the initial energy. In the middle section, you have the Ace of Cups energy, and in the near future, you have the Eight of Cups, okay? So Ace of Cups in the middle, and then Eight of Cups. Okay, look, your person wants your attention all the time on them, okay? And they want to shake things up with you, but only you, okay? I don't want other people. Like, if other people are gonna do it, it's like, I don't mind them watching us, but you need to do it with me. Okay, there's no element of me sharing you with anyone else. Nobody touches you. Except if I'm ready for that, okay? If I'm kind of like comfortable, you know, doing some other stuff. But I don't know if you started acting, like you started with that in the initial energy. Because this one, if I'm gonna follow my intuition, I'm talking to very experienced people. And people that have big sexual appetites, let's say, and you can be very like creative in the way you're sleeping with someone, okay? So it could be that you didn't mind being touched while other people watched you and did certain stuff. It's very like there's no limit, Okay, there's no real limit, there's no real bondage, everything is just pleasure. And you know, it's like we can be several people in the bedroom, you know, like all naked and all sharing partners and then switching perhaps. And that's where they met you, perhaps they kind of like saw you being touched, or they touched you themselves or something of the sort. But then again, like I developed feelings this one and became more like you need to be mine. Okay, I don't want you to go with someone else. I don't want you to go to someone else. This one, it's that vibe. Okay, so it's that kind of storyline. Okay, so you guys know each other or you don't know each other, but this person wants you to be theirs only, and you need to be focused on me. Okay, like me, girl or guy. Okay, so very possessive person. And during the date, I'm more worried than I'm enjoying myself, this one. Okay, I'm enjoying myself, but I'm worried at the same time. That way, we're going on a party, it's normal, but I'm not my usual self, you know it also. And you yourself are just going with my flow, but you're feeling somehow that I'm acting different than general. But I'm afraid you will leave me. That's the thing. It's more like I'm afraid that you're gonna abandon me. I'm afraid that you're gonna choose someone else tonight. That kind. What if you find someone who can please you better than me, this one? What if you find someone more sexier than me? What if someone sweeps you off your feet, something of the sort, male or female? It's that kind. Perhaps you do, like, you know each other. It's just that there's an attachment. And during the date, I'm more focused on how am I gonna kind of like attach you to me, okay? Like, how am I gonna make sure that other females don't touch you, okay? How am I gonna make sure that other males don't touch you, okay? So every time I'm gonna try and kind of sit on your lap and but I'm not like, I don't know what you guys do. Perhaps you guys are doing these kind of stuff and it's just internal. I'm feeling inside is more like, how am I gonna like support you? It's like oh my god, the things that go through my head space, this one. What have you done with this one? What have what have we done together with other people? This one, it's more like we've done so much. Okay, it's not gonna resonate with many people unless you guys did certain stuff together. Like, you and I fucked other people in the same room. You and I, like, serviced each other, we slept with each other, we went on a trip with some friends, and we just like shared people together. Or he never shared, or she never shared anyone, or after she got you. So it's more like it's a rumor perhaps, but you guys are official. This one, it's more like I made sure that you kind of like is known in the group that you're mine. I could sometimes share you with someone for your pleasure, but I don't like that much, okay? Causes me pain. Okay, might have started that way. I shared you with someone, but after my feelings developed, whenever they developed, okay, like, I'm so, like, you don't understand the amount of, like, thinking I'm doing. You don't understand. Divas, I'm like, if I want to embody the energy, I'm possessive, I'm jealous, I'm always worried, okay? Like, be it you're the guy or the girl, I'm a lesbian, I'm not, okay, I'm gay, or I'm, like, bisexual. Even if I'm a bisexual person, I'm very, like, fond of you, okay? And I'm just focused on you for now, okay? And if I'm not a bisexual, like, I'm straight, you and I might have, you specifically perhaps, or I know myself, but I don't want you to do those things with other people. I don't want you to do the things you used to do before, okay? But because we used to do them, I'm like thinking again during this party, what's gonna happen? If you tell me you want someone, but I want to please you, so I kind of, what is gonna happen? So it's that kind of thought patterns they're having. Okay, in the initial phase, it's more like if other females touch you or like other males touch you, and I'm a female and there's another female or a guy, and I'm kind of like used to, like, I know you like threesome and that kind of stuff, or to please you perhaps I will do anything. But then again, my like internal rage, okay, with the solar plexus, this could also be my rage, okay, like I'm not taking it well anymore. Okay. So what I'm thinking is more like whenever I see a female or guy like touching you or flirting with you, or it's like you're interested in that female, I'm kind of like thinking, should I just kind of like initiate something before I get hurt? Okay, because I might get hurt when you're kind of initiating a girl or a guy, if you and I are a couple here, okay, and if you're into those kind of stuff, I'm kind of like thinking every time there's a girl or there's a guy, based on our orientation and your tastes, I'm kind of always one step ahead. I'm trying to be one step ahead here, and like I'm a bit walking on eggshells a bit while your other females or other males are looking at you, this one, and like I can play the game, this one, but I don't, overall I'm more attached. I just want this one-on-one experience. This one. You might want it too, because this is what's gonna give you happiness overall. I mean, you're going with the flow overall, but the things that are happening inside your person's mind is like I'm not zen, I'm not relaxed that much, okay? You must understand that. And like whenever you and I are together only, I just love it. I'm so happy and I'm so ecstatic, and I just love you. I just want you for myself, okay? I don't want to share you with anyone else. So when we're kissing or we're having a quickie or your attention is on me overall, or I'm having my way with you, it's like I feel good, okay? I feel good during the date, okay, the party. And then at the ending, I'm always like shy still, okay? I don't know what it is with this one, okay? This one, it's like there's a lot of things happening. I'm bashful, I'm shy, and then I'm not, and I'm kind of like feeling guilty that I'm doing certain stuff. But then again, I want you to be mine, and it's like I can't have you, but it's very like a lot. My heart is pumping. There's a lot of like adrenaline. There's a lot of music around, and there's a lot of gorgeous people, sexy females, sexy males, and like me being a bit nervous and like trying to be authoritative, having my shit together overall, trying to communicate with you and not get angry, not think too much, overthink too much, that way, okay? I don't want you to sleep with anyone else, and if you're gonna sleep with I'd rather be there, okay? This one, I don't care. I want to watch you do it. I want to be there when it's happening, okay? At least know if there's something's gonna happen, at least I can try and kind of like do something to kind of like persuade you perhaps to not cheat on me. Not, but it's not even a cheating. It's like, I can't say you're gonna cheat. I know your nature, perhaps. You have that taste, and I had that taste also before. That way. That's that situation. So That's the way. Now, that was it. Pile freaking 4, okay? So just forget it. Happy holidays, happy New Year's, good luck and happiness, and a lot of communication, okay? And a lot of patience for your person, okay? Overall, they should not worry, but then again, I cannot say they should not be, because they're the one creating the scenarios in their headspace. And if you want to kind of like help them, you know, relax a bit, or you'll like this more because it's a turn on element, then just take it, okay guys? That's it. So that's all. Now pile 5, whoever chose Fountain Tarot, welcome to your reading. So let us see how the date will go, okay? So how will the date, or the first initial couple outing you will do, or together, receiving the love, perhaps accepting the love. So let us see how the main date, or the being together, be like from their perspective, okay? What are they thinking during the date? Or what is happening during the date? Where are you going, perhaps? And we'll choose, I'll shuffle it a bit more, but I'll give you some letters, perhaps. So you have brown eyes, amber eyes, blue eyes. You have number 14, number 12. You have Yaki, French wave, loose wave. Anything else I should take? You also have blue, so there's a lot of blue eyes here. So so you have WLG, so you have Wellington, New Zealand, could be there as it doesn't need to. IAH, TX, so you have Houston, Texas. It's take the letters, okay? CAKOH, so Akron, Ohio. Okay, so you have those letters for your person's name. Numbers which you could kind of like watch for this person. You have number 3. And you have number 1. So when I'm saying watching, it's more like on my channel or on some other tarot readers' channel. Sometimes you kind of want to know which number you should take, let's say, based on spirit or spirituality or serendipity. Those are the numbers you can use, okay? To confuse you a bit more, to get the insight you need, or just for fun, okay? Binge watching and supporting some tarot readers out there. So how will the date be like, okay? So you have the orphan. Oh, man. Might go to the orphanage, this one. I might bring you to an orphanage. And apocalypses. Like, I'm spending time with you alone. And you might abandon me, but it's not even that vibe. It's more like your person's giving you their hand. so that you can hold their hand that way. With apocalypses, it's more like you're just walking together. Okay, this one, it's more walking together and having conversation. How your person's feeling integration. So they're kind of like one with you overall. So they're very in tune with you. Their love language is balance and unity. Again, I shuffled. Fountain Tarot. Okay, from the other video also. So there are like synchronicities and the piles. How you're feeling magic. Interesting. You're feeling the connection with me. So how is the date gonna be? You're gonna hold hands and you're just gonna walk and talk with each other overall. Or not even need to talk, just holding hands and sensing the pulses of the heart. Could be that way. And your person gives you enough room to breathe, but the hands are locked here, okay? It's that vibe. The first date. How's your person feeling? The gazelle. So very kind-hearted and attentive to you, and, you know, gentle and tender and sensitive. Am I missing something? Integration, balance, and unity. Okay, we got everything. So how is the date going, or the spending quality time with you going as per them? So 10 of Cups, they're very happy, okay? Very, very happy that you're there with them and that you're kind of like filling up the void of a loneliness with them that way. And with the 3 of coins energy, my challenge is to talk about my insecurities. Okay, so with this one, with the 9 of swords, it's more like my insecurities or the things I'm afraid of as a person, and that, you know, I need to kind of mention this to you perhaps as a person. And the reason why it's the 10 of Cups is because the 4 of coins and the 10 of coins. So it's a very similar energy, but they feel very like during the date. In the initial energy, it's the Hermit card in initial. And in the middle section, you have the King of Swords. And in the near future, you have the King of Wands. So in reverse, but I need something more palpable. 6 of Cups. Okay, so like during the date or during the spending quality time together with the 9 of you and I are taking the time to get to know each other in a more like deeper way. Okay, your person definitely is very happy, okay, to be there with you. And what you're doing is that with the 10 of Cups, you are walking together, you are exercising together. Overall, it could be exercise, okay? So it's walking or running or, you know, going to a temple perhaps, or visiting certain places as a couple, okay? So this one overall is just walking and spending time together, visiting an orphanage perhaps and helping the orphanage there, that kind, okay? And why they're bringing you to the orphanage, the 4 of coins, it's more like they want to kind of show you where they grew up perhaps, and where they grew up or where their projects are right now perhaps. It might be that I grew up there, or I grew up in a difficult situation, but my family is not necessarily poor, this one, perhaps. Okay, so it's more humanitarian. Your person is more humanitarian, or they visit the orphanage, or they were from the orphanage, or they lived in an orphanage for one part of their life, this one. And or not. Okay, we'll know that much based on who your person is and how they kind of approach the situation with you. Or overall, they help orphanages because it's like, even if they grew up in a, you know, golden spoon family, they still liked going and helping orphanages, or their family helped orphanages and they always grew up there. So your person is bringing you to a place where they have friends, or they kind of like have people they care about, perhaps. And why? Because they want you to get to know them better, to see that they are a serious man or a serious woman, and that they are not gonna abandon you. That kind of message, perhaps. And if it's not go to the orphanage, perhaps it's more holding hands and walking and sensing the intense bond you feel internally. You're feeling magical, so on your end, the date or the walking together, or the going in the park, or visiting like little stores and community private little businesses, you're feeling very, very happy and embracing the whole experience with this one. And he himself or she himself is very, very happy because they're kind of like allowing you to see a side of theirs, and they're seriously they're serious about you, so they want you to kind of see what they care about overall. Okay, so there's an element of what the orphan, it's I'm giving you a hand. So what the dating is all about is just kind of giving a hand, so you could help me with a certain project, or you can hold my hand overall during the date, that kind. Okay, my challenge though is to kind of open up about my insecurities or my fears, or that chapter of my life where I was depressed, perhaps, or wounded, or, you know, my self-esteem was not necessarily at its highest. And with the Three of Coins overall is to kind of have that talk with you, perhaps, to kind of like you get to know me better, and you and I become one in that, on that subject. Okay, and why I'm doing that is because I'm kind of like serious about you, so I'm holding on to you right now. And with the Ten of Coins, internally I feel very stable. Okay, so it's about time I do this with you. I feel stable, but I want to stabilize the relationship, like establish, the word is, okay, establish the relationship on serious foundations. Although on a physical level it seems like it's just like about to begin, perhaps, the Four of Coins, but internally I'm more settled than I seem. Okay, I'm more serious than it seems. Okay, so you still haven't seen anything on a physical level. And with the Hermit card in the initial, it's more like when I took you on this pathway, it's more like I just wanted to have that alone, isolated, private time with you overall. Okay, so away from other people or doing certain stuff together, but isolated overall. And with the King of Swords, it's more like during the date, kind of show you how dedicated and serious and what my projects are about with you. Okay, or my projects are about in life, what I want, what my goals are, and you know what I'm seriously gonna make sure to give birth to, and I'm serious about. Okay, so it's very serious talk. Okay, it's more serious than expected for a first date, but it is serious. You might be a very serious type of person also. And they're taking you very seriously. Okay? And in the near future, it's more like the King of Wands. Internally, and the Six of Cups, it's more like I want to kiss you, and I want to hug you more, and I want to gaze in your eyes, or what is happening at the end. It's more like with the King of Wands, it's more like I know inside that I'm very passionate about you, and I'm lost in thought in the gaze in your eyes. So it's more like the weekends in your eyes kind of song. Na 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 na. In your eyes. It's that kind, but your person is more falling in love and like enjoying the the inner fire of it, okay? So I'm a bit turned on internally. Okay, I'm feeling like, you know, that sense of, you know, that your heart is pumping because of someone. It's that vibe, okay? My heart is pumping when I'm looking in your eyes, okay? It's that kind. But I'm a gentleman at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm more gentle and sensible and beautiful like that. Okay? And you feel magical. Oh. That's your mood when you're going with this one on the trip. Like, you feel enchanted overall. You feel like you're on the same wavelength with them. But they're making sure that you and I are on the same wavelength also. That kind. So that was it, pile 5. Hope it resonated. I hope I gave you guys some kind of insight. That was it. Now pile 6, whoever chose the Golden Universal Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how your first date will be like with this person who you're gonna have a happiness, laughter, and joy. Okay, so in life. Okay, so someone who takes you seriously. So we're eager to go this. Memories and remembrance. Who's this person? I have the flame. So this is who they are, but I wanted to go more like how the date is gonna be. Gnosis. What am I gonna do with this? I don't know. What's the mood around the Death card? Death. It's a transformation, perhaps. The Death card. There's a bureau, like death, and it was waiting for me to pick up. Knock on wood. And then you have Lamb. So, like, it could be that the date or the event is happening in a funeral. This is your dating. Give me time, okay? I need to be more optimistic. This one, with all the effect, like all the cards I have, it's like gloomy energy of it. Okay? What is the energy here? Soul time. Gnosis and soul time, definitely. You have the flame, also about who this person is. And you have the Lamb, which is definitely connected with the church. Okay, or soul time here. I'll give you some qualifiers, okay? Like, who's this person you're dating? So you have November, July, January, Kinky Straight, Amber Eyes, hazel eyes, yellow eyes, blue eyes, 30th, blue eyes again, amber, brown eyes, French wave, straight eyes, deep curl, and December. So you have those dates that could happen. Hazel again. So I had those elements. I'll give you some numbers so that you can check them on my channel or somebody else's. Okay, so you have number 3 and you have number 4. Okay, so you have those numbers. Did I give you some letters? Let me finish this. You have New York, LaGuardia, New York. So you have LGA, TN, NY. Sorry, TN, but NY. CHC, Christchurch, New Zealand. And one more, MCOFL. So Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, or Florida. Okay, but Orlando could be their name, or Orlan. Orleans, perhaps. New Orleans is their last name. Or something of the Orleans. You know. So how will the first date be like? A bit burdensome for some part, but let us go more. I'm really channeling a church again. This one is like, what the hell? But I mean, who said it's what the hell? It's just it's a normal place they based on whichever culture kind of you belong to. Every culture is respected by me, okay? Like when I say whichever, it's just I don't know. So I'm saying any culture here, okay? And I respect you, okay? By the way, whoever's here, I respect you. I didn't want disrespect, okay? So, by all means. So, how will the first date be like, this one? So, what's the main situation? You have the 3 of Cups. So, it's a gathering, okay? It's during a gathering. Sorry. And the challenge here is the 2 of the number 2, which I always say 2 of, but it's the High Priestess, and you have the Queen of Cups. Very innocent vibes, okay? Your person is feeling very innocent or very it's a priest, perhaps. This one, it's a priest, okay? It's finally you've dated this, you're dating this priest, perhaps. Could be that way, but the date is, it's like you're transforming. How you're feeling is that you're transforming. Or you lost someone very important to you. I'm sorry, okay? Like, I don't want to say this kind of stuff, but there is someone you lost dearly. And this person's there to kind of show you support. Or how can I say the first date? It's the first union together, perhaps. You didn't know this man or this woman, perhaps. So some of you knew, some of you don't. Okay, so you're kind of just meeting them at the event, and that's where the kind of idea pops of your person to kind of like want to get married to you, and go right ahead at it, that kind. Okay, so this one, it's more like you've been abandoned or something, or you lost someone very, very important. When I'm saying abandoned, it's more like you're losing someone who's your financial source of support, and you've lost that person. Could be that way. And for some, okay, so when I'm saying that, I'm very conscious of that, and I don't wish anyone any ill fate. For some of you, they're there during your most difficult time. Okay, so this person's, you're gonna meet them the day it's hard, but it could be transformation. So how are you feeling? It's more you're kind of like down, or you're gloomy, or you're exhausted. During the date, perhaps you're exhausted. Energetically, you're kind of like tired and exhausted overall. Could be that way. Okay, so there's several meanings to it. Just take whichever you kind of believe is yours. Okay, so I don't wish to kind of like, many people don't click on this one, but if you kind of just need to hear the messages, just discard certain stuff, and I hope that you're gonna stay safe and healthy, and the whole family is gonna stay that way. But overall, it's more like with the Three of Cups energy during the date. So how's the date gonna be? It's more... it's something connected to rituals, or something connected to social gatherings that is important to the culture. Okay, that way. Why this is how the date will be, or this is how they're feeling during the date, perhaps, is that I need to change the way I'm reading those. Bear with me 1 second. Let's say this is how your person feels. Okay, there's no real funeral, there's no real that kind of stuff, unless it's kind of like picking up. Just take it. But for some of you, it's really not that energy. I was just I lost myself there a bit. Okay, how the date's gonna be with the gnosis, it's more like you're gonna feel very like internal, perhaps. It's a more internal, isolated, and scientific type of date. Okay, so you might go to scientific cool places, or like cool art museums, that kind of stuff, perhaps. And how I'm feeling while I'm bringing you there is that I'm kind of like excited to see how we're gonna kind of like be, you know, taking on this journey of exploring the museum. Why? So is because I like to be enlightened by those kind of stuff. Still not picking up. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me one more try. It's very hard. What else are you feeling? Sadness. What else? Energy. Okay, I get it. I understood this one. So for some of you might be close friends, or you were childhood friends, and it's a difficult time for you, perhaps, or it's a difficult time for them, or there's something about memories. Okay, it's either you're depressed, you're not in a good mood during the date, but your person is trying to kind of make you feel better. That's what's happening here. Okay, so when I'm gonna date you is when you're feeling the hardest. Okay, you kind of hit rock bottom, things are not working your way, or the field didn't accept you, or I don't know, like your dog died, your cat died, or something of the sort. You're sad, something like that, okay? Or you're depressed. Overall, you're just having a difficult time. It could be like a dark night of the soul kind of phase. You're sad and you need energy, or you want energy, or somebody told you that you have this, you're diagnosed this, and your person wants you to reconcile with life or reconcile with the situation. And why they're doing that is because they understand your point of view and they care about you, so they want to be stuck with you, and they understand what your memories are. So they're kind of trying to cheer you up overall, and they understand your pain. That's why the lamb energy. The gnosis, it's more like I'm bringing you from place to place sometimes, or I'm kind of like bringing you places where there's a lot of color and like stimulation of that sort. So it's a disco place I brought you, or a karaoke place I brought you. And my challenge here is overall to be more nurturing, motherly with you. I could be a guy here, I don't really know how to do that perhaps, but I'm kind of like wishing to be a mother figure here and care about you. And with the high priestess overall, it's another mother, but it's more silent, so kind of like follow my intuition connected to how I can make this more like motivational for you, kind of like lift up your mood a bit and try to make you happy and see the light there. I want to give you hope. Okay, so with the flame, it's more like a man or a woman that has a certain internal purificational vibration to them, so they purify, or they kind of like want to make you feel better overall. This is the archetype I'm kind of getting from your person, but this is the person you're gonna be with. So it's a man who or a woman that loves very properly, and they're very genuine, they're very pure overall. They always fight for honor, or it's like you matter to me overall. Okay, you're not just a female, you're not just a guy like that. Okay, it's like I do care about you. And really, this is not a date, but it's like an outing that kind of motivate you to feel better. It's like if you cried your eyes out the last night because of this, I'm gonna show up in the morning and say, let's go, baby. That kind, okay? That's the vibe here. It's not a happy date, but I'm gonna try to lift up your mood, okay? Like, I'm trying it, okay? Like, I'm trying to be fun. I know it's not working, but then again, I'm still trying, okay? But internally, when you kind of start smiling, perhaps once it starts working, I'm very happy. I'm happy, and I keep going at it so that you can definitely lift up your spirit. So with the soul time, it's definitely spirit-wise. I really hope that mind, body, spirit-wise, I really hope that I can lift up your spirit from this situation that is difficult for you. So it could be a difficult failure that you're facing, or you kind of are very sad about what happened, and your person is empathizing with you, sympathizing even, but they want to kind of like lift up your mood for that, okay? Like they're a bit conflicted, they've been observing, and it's more like they see that there's a tough person around you, or there's like a lot of expectations put on you, or you have a lot of expectations on yourself, or you're harsh on yourself, and you kind of like over exhausted yourself. And you know, it's like I want to be there and kind of like innocently, purely love you like that, okay? So this is how the date's gonna go. It's like I'm gonna give you more energy during the date, okay? Like because I know, or based on memory, what happened, or I kind of know your mother's or your father's harsh tendencies, and I'm gonna try to lift up your mood overall. So this could be a childhood friend that's very much wants to be with you, this one, and like they want to kind of take care of you, and this is what they're doing during the dating. So I'm trying overall, the date is overall about doing stupid goofy stuff, or like embarrassing myself a bit, or like doing anything possible just to lift up your mood, okay? Buy you ice cream, or like do some goofy faces, or like humiliate myself in front of you so you can laugh a bit, or like say something, watch a movie. I'm really trying hard this one. So you will, once you're happy, I will feel happy, and I'm gonna feel proud of myself that I was able to smile, make you smile, or give you the energy to kind of like redo it again, or face your mom, face your dad, face the whatever the difficult thing is, okay? So it's that kind of person, this one. Okay, so I hope it resonated. I'm not sure, but then again, take what resonates, discard the rest, and you know, see you next time if you want to be on my channel still. If not, it's still okay, guys. I mean, there's beautiful other talented tarot readers out there, but this one it's more a bit hard. So I hope that you can, you know, pass through the difficult time, and that your person who loves you dearly like that will be able to, you know, make you have a good day, even though, you know, it's not the time. But if we're in mourning, that's a different story. But I want you to live, that kind. It's like, I don't want to see you gloomed up and isolate yourself. I will give you the space you need, but the first date will be something that will happen when you need it the most. So I'm gonna be there when you need me the most. Very nice, woman or man, okay? I'm saying it. And this is the person you will end up with, or it's the person who wants to date you seriously. They love you seriously like that. That's what we were manifesting in this whole video. Okay, so that's all that I had, and see you next time, and happy holidays, happy new year. Okay, a lot of good energies to all of you out there, no matter how difficult the time is. I hope that you will have the faith, the courage, and the luck. Sometimes good luck might be shown in front of you, okay? So at least have the luck, and take the luck also. And if you don't have luck, let's say, see the possibilities where nobody sees them, but it's there for you to grasp. It's like in the form of an opportunity, okay? So many good wishes to everyone out there, okay? And I'll see you next on my channel, okay? Bye, guys. Have a good day.